What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome to Jake Richardson's Coaching Corner. We're on episode 16. This is season 2. The topic of the day is the right sets and reps that are suitable for the look that you end up wanting. What do I mean by that? Everybody has a different look. Some people want to bulk. Some people want to lean out. Some people just want an even overall look. The sets and the reps in which you do help get each of these individual looks. If you do them properly, you will get that look safer, better, faster. If you do these wrong, then you'll be working out, wasting a shitload of time because you didn't educate yourself on how to actually acquire the look that you want in the fastest, safest, best way. So we're going to dive into that today. And right off the bat, just to let you know, I've done this job for 10 to 11 years. I've been a trainer. I've had hundreds of clients. I've helped transform hundreds of lives to my best knowledge with my degree in kinesiology. So it's not like I'm just some kid that got into fitness and went to 24-hour fitness and they give me all these certs and all this bullshit. No, I actually went to school. I studied all this stuff. So I've seen it and I've been through it years upon years upon years. But I will tell you right now, there are people that will be listening to this or people that will see this and give their own fucking 2 cents. Fitness is constantly transforming up, down, left, right. 1 minute, this is the best thing. The next minute, this is the best thing. And then 5 years later, it goes back to the same shit that they thought wasn't the best thing. So it's constantly changing. So this is with a grain of salt. This is what I think, with my professional opinion, the best sets and reps that you could do to acquire the look that you want. The easiest way, like I said, everybody has terminology and you can do this and that. And fitness is a flooded market because it's a lot of pretentious dumb fucks that want to be looked at as geniuses, reinventing the wheel that has been rolling for decades upon centuries upon the beginning of life when it comes to fitness. So I'm just giving you simple shit that will get you the fastest result without all the bullshit. So like I said, if you're listening to this and you're picking me apart, go fuck yourself. But if you're somebody that actually just wants simple information, quick, get you where you need to go, then this is going to be the episode and the podcast for you. First off, why are proper sets and reps important for your workouts? First off, get you the look that you want. So if you're doing the sets and reps in the proper way, you'll get the look that you want. Like I said, if you're trying to bulk, you're going to do heavier. If you're trying to lean out, you'll do lighter. If you're trying to get an even look, you'll do even sets, even reps. So first off, all you're trying to do is acquire the look that you want. And that's what the fuck we're all trying to do. It could be for vanity reasons. It could be for performance. It could be for a list of things. But everybody has a specific look that they want to acquire. And it doesn't mean if you do these sets and reps, you'll get it right away. There's still a diet that you have to adjust. There's still cardio that you need to do. So there's a list of things on top of these sets and reps that you do need to really focus on. Don't just focus on lifting the weight and thinking that your tire across the middle is just going to go away out of nowhere. No, you still got to do sit-ups. You still got to diet. You still have to do cardio. But these are the reps and sets that you want to do to build upon that shit. Number 2, get you ready for the sport or activity you're in. So it's just like I said. If I'm playing football, that is a short burst and short time explosion. So I'm trying to make myself the most explosive I can be within short bursts. So I'm going to do a heavier set. If I'm doing cross country, then I'm going to go for a long distance. If I'm doing natural bodybuilding, then I'm going to go for a more even, toned, strong look. If I'm juicing the fuck up and I'm trying to be Mr. Olympia, then I'm going super heavy and bulking the fuck up and just becoming this big old monster. So there's a whole bunch of different sets and reps for whatever you're trying to do. And if you do it properly, it'll get you the most ready for whatever activity that you're doing. Keeps you disciplined. If you could follow a regimen, more often than not, you're very disciplined. It helps you in life to keep you life disciplined as well. If you're disciplined in the gym, most likely you're disciplined in your life, you're disciplined at your job. The discipline kind of flows in those directions. It all is very connected. If you're super lazy in your gym, or you don't have a plan ever and you're just kind of in there fucking off, then more often than not you fuck off in your life, at work, at home, and that's why you're in the situation that you're in. Do I think that you need to be militant? By no means do you need to be militant, because there's always extremes on both sides of the spectrum. You could be too uptight and you could be too loose and end up with the same exact problems. If you can get a little bit closer to the middle and have a normal, controlled routine, it spills off into your life. It spills off into your work. So I kind of lean towards that. It helps a lot with discipline. And I think that you get the workouts done faster as well. When I am disciplined, I know what I'm doing, I can be very streamlined. I can just knock it all out. That workout that would take a very undisciplined person 2 to 3 hours, I'm knocking it out in 1 hour. I'm knocking it out in an hour, 15-30, and I'm ready to rock. And I got the juices flowing, and that just helps me flow into the rest of my day. So having discipline helps, and it helps you with a start and end point, like I was just saying. That's key for a lot of people. Some people, you want to be able to listen to your body, but you also want a time clock in your head in which when the fuck you should get out of there. Because you could be in the gym too long. You can be in the gym very short and not get any type of workout in, and you kind of just wasting your time getting ready, driving there, working out half-ass, leaving, driving back, so forth and so forth. So you want to make sure you do give that maximum effort in the allotted amount of time. But if you're there too long, then what the fuck are you doing? There's 24 hours in a day. If you're sleeping correctly, 8 of those you're asleep. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 hours. If you're in the gym for 3+ of those hours, you're fucking off. Because unless you're a professional athlete or unless you're Mr. Olympia, you don't get paid to be in the gym. So why waste that much time? And that's all you're doing. If you're doing a full-on 3-hour workout, non-stop, no talking, getting after it, your body is going to be jacked the fuck up for 3 or 4 days, because your muscles only sustain so much activity. You should be doing for your joints, for your muscles, for the health of your body. Like I said, 1.5 hours, 2 hours max of a disciplined, controlled workout. Nothing too crazy, nothing too light, and going from there. What's the right set for bulking? So here's where we're going to dive into it. We're going to go into bulking, elongation, and then a normal look. But bulking first. The proper sets, in my opinion, let me just say that once again, in my fucking opinion, I don't give a shit who hits me up on this and comments, oh, you should be doing this or you should be doing that. Do your own fucking podcast. But in my opinion, 5 sets of 5 or 5 sets of 3 will help your muscles when it comes to that bulky, strong look. And you'll get it fast. Your strength will increase dramatically when you switch to 5 sets of 5 or 5 sets of 3. For this fact alone, is it short, explosive, strong movements. You're teaching your muscles how to react within 5 reps of just really strong, really heavy weight. You'll be very explosive in short bursts. And that's the whole key right there. So I would say 5 sets of 5 is great. When I played college football, that was the main set rep range that they had us in, was 5 sets of 5, because you can increase your bench really fast, you can increase your squat really fast, you can increase your clean to clean press really fast. But this is the one area in which safety is the most important. You really need to have proper shoes, have a proper weight belt, make sure you're stretching all the time, because when you are dealing with heavier weight, you will run into getting injured, slipping a disc, tearing something in your shoulders or your knees, getting a hernia. Very critical things that can mess up your whole workout regimen, because if you hurt something, you're not working out for the next couple months anyway. So when you are going extremely heavy, you need to take the right precautions, and you shouldn't be doing any lift unless you're 100% confident in your form, in your breathing, in the people that are spotting you, because when you do go heavy and it goes wrong, it goes really wrong. So that'd be my best advice when you are going 5-6-5, 5-6-3. Make sure you have proper spotters. Make sure you're wearing all the right equipment. Make sure that you understand the lift really well. I see this a lot, especially in normal gyms, your crunches, your 24-hour fitnesses. People go way too fucking heavy on very cringing lifts. And the main one is deadlifting. It's the easiest one to do because the weight's already set. You don't need to necessarily take it too far up compared to squatting or bench pressing or clean pressing. So a lot of people like doing it because it's simple in application. It's just hard in the lifting aspect of it. But you see such horrible form. I see such curved backs. I see such shitty stances. Their asses don't go low enough when it comes to getting under themselves to lift it up. And people run into horrible issues. Their backs are all messed up. They slip discs. They get hernias. Based on not knowing just to go into form. So that would be my best advice. If you're going 5-6-5 and you're not necessarily good with this lift yet, go lighter. Perfect the lift, get the reps in, teach the muscle memory, and then start applying heavier and heavier weight. As long as your form is correct. I tell my clients this all the time. I only want you to lift the heaviest you can lift if the form is right. I want you to have the best form and lift the heaviest instead of just lifting the heaviest. I could give a dog shit if you deadlift or squat 500 pounds if your form is so off, because all you're doing is prolonging the injury. Because if your form is jacked, eventually you'll hurt yourself. If your form is correct, you won't hurt yourself, and you'll just gain more strength, you'll gain more muscle, and you'll reap all the benefits. So if you're going 5-6-5, be very careful. But that is my best advice when it comes to strong, bulking, looking good, that type of stuff. 5-6-5, 5 sets of 3. What's the right sets for lean muscle? So obviously if 5 sets of 5 get you bulked up, elongating is going to be more reps. And the set to rep category that I like for this is either 3 sets of 12 or 3 sets of 15. It helps when it comes to elongation. It helps when your muscles aren't going to be so tense and tight because there's not a lot of blood that's getting built up and restricting and all that shit. But simply put, if you can do 3 sets of 12, 3 sets of 15, you'll get a longer, leaner look. Here's the misconception with that though. If you're grabbing weight and you're doing 3 sets of 12 or 3 sets of 15, your first rep and your last rep should not be the same. What I mean by that is if I'm curling and that first one is smooth, that 12th one or that 15th one better not be smooth, because all you're doing at this point is wasting time. You're not building the proper muscle and the proper look that you're trying to get. Every single rep of every single set, I don't give a shit if you're bulking, leaning out, or getting that even look. That last rep should almost be impossible. With good form, obviously. But it should be a struggle. If I'm doing 3 sets of 12 and I am curling, that last rep, my arm should be shaking, my core is engaged, and I'm pulling that weight all the way up with good form. If it is not like that, your weight is too light, and that is why you're not seeing the results that you want, and that's why you're in the gym bullshitting all the time. So my best advice is challenge yourself with weight. So when I'm going 3 sets of 12 or 3 sets of 15, I can now challenge myself with weight because I don't have to worry about injury. When you're worried about injury, don't challenge yourself too much with crazy ass weight. Do the weight that you know you could do with that 5th rep being hard, but also being doable, because you'll slowly build. With the elongation part of it, you could play around with the lighter weights and you could push yourself a little bit more, because the likelihood of injury is a lot less because you're dealing with a lot lighter weight. Your joints, your ligaments will be very secure. Your muscles will be guarding them very well. Work on that. Work on the challenging of getting heavier weight. If you do that, you'll get a longer, leaner, better look. than you would if you're just sitting there repping it all the way out. If you could do 20, 30 reps, you're just wasting your time. There are burnout workouts that you could do, and they're great for you, but it's so wasted. When I watch drop setting and I watch the 100 reps and all that shit, I think it's great in certain avenues, but I don't think it's great if you're doing that your whole workout. What you should, in my opinion, be doing if you're looking for that long, lean, strong look, stay within 3 sets of 12, stay within 3 sets of 15, and just add the weight, get a little stronger. What's the right sets for an even look? When I say even, people don't understand this half the time. When I say even, it means a medium between bulky and elongated look, where you're strong, but you're not too big and bulky. You're strong, but you're not too long and skinny. Just that perfect even look from head to toe, where my neck, my shoulders, my chest, my core, my thighs, my calves all look very flowy. They all look great together. There's not one part that looks funkier than the other part. I'm not top heavy with chicken legs. I don't have big old quads with a pencil neck. Everything's just even. It looks great. This is for the avid workout person. The avid person going to the gym, I think this is the best for you, which would be 4 sets of 8. 4 sets, 8 reps of a medium weight. Once again, that 8th rep being the hardest, but doable with good form, will get you a very good look. And like I said, on top of dieting, on top of cardio, on top of making sure you're doing your core, these are sectors of doing sets to reps that are going to help you out. And 4 sets of 8 is great. When I'm not playing, I used to play college football. I used to box. When I was playing college football, I was doing 5 sets of 5. When I was boxing, I was doing more 3 sets of 12, 3 sets of 15, because I needed everything to be compact but reactive and good to go. When I'm just living my normal life, I lean more towards 4 sets, 8 reps, because it'll get you a strong enough good look. I don't need to lift 1,000 pounds anymore because I'm not playing college football anymore. I don't need my muscles to be super oxygenated and very reactive because I'm not boxing anymore. But if I'm a regular human being, I just go for 4 sets of 8. And I think that is a great base to have. And you could always mix these up. Don't think that you just have to do one or the other. You could do legs based on 5 sets of 8 or 5 sets of 5 if you want a stronger quads, stronger butt. You could do 3 sets of 12 to 15 if you just want leaner arms, and then you could do 4 sets of 8 and just mix them all around. One month I could do heavy, the next month I could do light. Keep your body constantly guessing, because that is, at the end of the day, the best thing. If you can constantly keep your body guessing, you will always be in fantastic shape, as long as you're just going for the look. Like I said, at this age and stage of my life, I'm just going for the look. So I usually kind of jumble these things around, where sometimes I'll do 3 sets of 12. Other times I'll do 4 sets of 8. Other times I'll do 5 sets of 5, just to keep my body guessing, to keep the look looking good and feeling good. So I think if you could pick one and you can mix it all around, you can do all that type of stuff and build a base, because that's all you're really doing with these things, is building a base, I think you'll be in great shape. So listening to that first half of this podcast, find one, try it out, stay consistent. Don't think that just because you're doing 5 sets of 5, you should increase your strength within a week, within 2 weeks. Always give yourself the month, 2 month barrier, or whatever the fuck. Give yourself 2 months to where you try it out and then track your progression and see where you're at. But don't try to just think that things are going to come at you random or just as fast as they possibly can come at you, because it's a building process. You're not there yet. So you're trying to build to get there. Give yourself at least 2 months and then go from there. What's the right set? We already went over that. How many stations should you be hitting? This is a big one too. This also helps people condense and understand how long their workout should be while doing any of these. 5 sets of 5, 4 sets of 8, 3 sets of 12 to 15. I believe in the gym, you should be doing 12 to 15 at max stations. So you can write it out on your phone. You could think it out in your brain. You could write it out on a piece of paper. But think of per workout, 12 to 15 stations at 5 sets of 5, at 4 sets of 8, at 3 sets of 12. And try that out. Within those 12 to 15 stations, you're looking at an hour and a half to 2 hours as long as you're not bullshitting. And you can fit some cardio in between there. Or you can do cardio later, whatever the fuck works for you. But I would say if you can do 12 to 15, it's enough of a workout to where your muscles are micro tearing, to where proteins will help build them later, and you'll get a good look. You'll avoid overworking your muscles to where your joints and ligaments are very vulnerable and you can hurt yourself. And you'll get a great workout in. So if you could stay 12 to 15 stations, give you an hour and a half, 2 hours of workout, great. Get your endorphins going. That is my recommendation. Obviously, like I said, there's going to be people out there that have their own recommendations. But I'm going for the longevity play of you working out. I don't need you to get in 8 weeks a Beyonce booty. I don't need you to look like Thor or anything like that. This is longevity play. This is getting a consistent rhythm going so you could get fitness into a normal pattern in your life. And you could keep working out and keep living a very healthy life for a very long time. Then you pass this knowledge on to somebody else because this knowledge was passed on to me. And all I'm doing is just passing it on to the next person. A lot of people in fitness make it seem like they invented this shit. This stuff is super old. And you could look it up in books. You could talk to the old guy at the gym that used to be a trainer. They will all tell you these things. These are all very basic knowledge things if you're in the fitness scope. So I'm just trying to help pass on the knowledge so you can get stronger and better and live a healthier life. How long should I be at the gym? I just said it. Probably hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 at max. You're really fucking going overboard if you're 2.5 max. If you're in there any longer, it's because you talk too much. I get caught in this sometimes where I talk a lot. Obviously, I have a podcast. And I'll see people at the gym and I'll duck dodge all these motherfuckers because I end up talking a little too much. And if I'm talking to somebody for 5 to 10 minutes, I'll look at my watch and be like, well, that fucked my workout up. So I'll just hit some more stations, kick the shit out of myself, and then get the hell out of there. But I try not to talk as much because your workouts are very sacred. And I think that you should be able to get in, get out, and get the rest of your life going because fitness is a longevity play, but it shouldn't be the play of your life. There should be other things in there in life that you enjoy more than fitness. Fitness is just a way that you look and feel good, and that projects into the rest of your life, but it shouldn't be your focal point. You should just use it to get in, get out, get going. But I would say like 2.5 is pushing it. Like I said, unless you're playing football, unless you're doing something where you need to be in the gym that long, boxing, physical fit competitions, American Ninja Warrior, some shit like that. But if you're not doing that stuff, then you shouldn't be in the gym for more than 2 hours. So that would be my range. What happens when I don't follow sets and reps? When you're not following the overall sets and reps, your body looks uneven as fuck. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't understand the stations. You don't understand the sets to reps. And you'll have these big ass shoulders and this small ass chest. Or you'll have this big old fat ass and small chicken thighs. And you just look funky. People think that you're on that show Nip Tuck or on the show the ones I Want to Be Perfect. I don't know what the fuck it is. But it's where they look like they got these funky ass plastic surgery things going on. You don't want to look like that. You want to look even. You want to look strong. You want to look great, elongated, bulky, even. Any of those looks, you want to look good while you're doing it. Potential injury. Like I said, when you don't know what you're doing and you're either doing the wrong thing or you're exhausting your muscles to the point where they give out and your joints and ligaments are very vulnerable, you can easily get injured. And that's the one thing that we're always trying to avoid is injury, because when you get injured, you set yourself 2, 3, 4 steps back. They have to get, once you're healthy again, you have to do those steps plus other steps when you're trying to achieve your goal. So you don't want to lose steps at all when you're trying to achieve your goal. And then you waste time, which is the biggest one. Time is the only thing that you don't get back. You can get injured, you can lose strength, and you can get that back. You could look like a twig and then get bulky, or you could get bulky, look like a twig, and then get bulky again. But the one thing that you don't get back is time. So don't waste it in the gym bullshitting, too long on your phone, talking to somebody too long, on the treadmill walking for 2 hours. Figure some other shit out, but don't waste your time at all in the gym, because you don't get it back, and you can apply it to so many better things. With that being said, that was my take. Once again, people have all these different opinions. I don't need to hear any of them. I don't want to argue with you. I really don't give a shit what you have to say in the sense of you disagreeing with my sets to reps, to how long you should be at the gym, to how many stations you should be hitting. That's just my professional opinion. And this is why I've been paying attention to as I've been doing this profession for 11 years. So if you have a different way of doing it, like I said, feel free to start your own podcast and tell people what the fuck you think. But this is my podcast where I'm going to say what the fuck I think. And all I'm trying to do is help you become a healthier, better individual that has a very sound mind and is doing great things. That's all I want, is you be in the best position to do great things. With that also being said, figure out a sets to reps, figure out a look, figure out how long you want to be there, and get as many stations in when it comes to that 12 to 15 range. If you can do that, you'll be in great shape. You'll look, you'll feel good. That will spill into your normal life. That will spill into your job. And then you'll be perfect. You'll be great. You'll be making dough. You'll be having fun. And then you'll leave a comment and you'll let me know, Jake, because of this podcast, you changed my life and now I'm doing amazing. All I want to say is thanks, because that's all I want. I don't need anything else but a nice little thank you for me to take my time out to help you out, because you're helping me out at the same time by listening to this. So it's an even circle of each other helping each other and having a good time. With that being said, that's the end of this episode. Get a hold of loved ones. Get a hold of people you care about, because time is way too short. It's very simple to reach out and call and text and email and say I love you. So go do that and go be a better person. I'm out. Peace.